Being a Christian gives a speech pathologist a really neat perspective. People who have communicative disorders present a really pressing need. They want to be heard and they want someone to understand them.
Basically, communication sciences and disorders is teaching with speech.
I especially love that it applies that science information to people. Anyone who has a problem with communication, normally that's with speech or body language, that's where we step in.
I think one of the reasons why Biola is a good place to study communication sciences and disorders is that all of our faculty have been clinicians. So they've worked in the field before they've come to Biola to teach.
They just really care for us. They're always there to answer questions and just to support us.
They are my favorite people on earth. I even keep in contact with almost all of them after graduating.
In terms of classroom work, it really varies. Some of them are very heavily lecture-based, especially some of the first classes that students take. But then we have classes that are very practical, hands-on, where we're trying to teach people how to actually give tests and assess patients.
We have all of the testing materials, which is really fun. We have an ultrasound machine that you can just kind of stick on your neck and see how the tongue movement.
We have an endoscopy that allows you to look down into the vocal cords. And then we have an audio booth where we can do audiological testing.
And so not only do you go into classes, but you also do an undergraduate speech clinic, and that's something that's unique to our major and unique to Biola, because not a lot of undergraduate programs have a clinic.
And what happens is each of us, we get assigned to work with a different client. They're students, and they can be grown-ups or they can be little kids, and it is your first experience. That's the foundation of your whole career, because that was the first person you got to work with.
We've had a lot of success. The national acceptance rate into graduate programs is around 25%, and we put people into graduate programs somewhere between 65 to 70% of the time.
Biola has prepared me for grad school through the comm disorder classes and really just keeping us updated on what it takes to get into grad school. Biola gives us plenty of opportunities for internships and extracurricular and resume building activities, as well as preparing us through our classes.
One of the things that our students are going to be doing if they become a speech-language pathologist or an audiologist is that they're really going to be wading through suffering. As they're working in the field, they're encountering people who are going through usually one of the most traumatic events in their life.
Being able to share the love of Christ with these people that are just struggling with an issue that they're facing is really powerful.
I think it's important for Christians to love people who are in need, and I think Christ calls us. We're not just treating their disorder, we're treating their entire person. I think that gives us a really neat perspective for healthcare. It's not just about the money or the paycheck or the diagnosis, but it really is about how we care for those we're going to serve.